Good morning everyone. The shoes are on, so it must mean that it's HIIT day. So are we ready for a little bit of getting up and getting going? Good. Let's start off with a bit of a warm up though. So standing up nice and tall, think string through the back of the head, lifting us up, open out through those shoulders, have a little roll backwards and forwards through that lower back. Mobilise that spine. See how much it's got to move and then find that mid position. From there, we're going to reach up, lift up, hands on head, dolphin dive. And again, reach, lift, hands on head, dolphin dive. So we're working all the spine, doing a little bit of balance work at the same time. 2 more, up, hands on head, down, round. Last one, up we go, down, down and round. Big circles round, coming back up, getting those shoulders working, starting to raise those heart rates. Here we go. Another 3, 2, last one, coming round, and then have a little step and in, step and in. A step and a squat, step and a squat. Okay, step, step, step. Just getting those hips going. Okay, and then a forward, little hamstring walk. Out we go. Just nice and gentle to start with. As I say, we're just trying to just wake up the legs, wake up the body, get those hearts going. So this week for the Pilates exercises, we're going to do a little bit of double leg stretching, but we might do it in a tabletop position. We're doing some shoulder bridging. We're going to do some 4-point work, so swimming in 4-point, things like that. And finishing off, we're finishing off with a little bit of a toughie. We're thinking about doing our leg pulling prone work. Okay, so that's what's ahead of you on the ground. But let's now start off with our first bash of our more cardiovascular work, and we're going to do a little bit of a run on the spot type thing, where we're going to go front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. So you can start it off lightly, just walking at it. So even if you're a little bit unsteady on your feet, you can take it slower than this, but still do it. Yeah, front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. So we're going to take this first one nice and steady, and then we'll speed it up for the next couple. Forward, forward, back, back. You can add some arms, you can do a little bit of arm work as you're doing it. Helps get you going a little bit more. But we're getting those hearts and lungs working as well. Good stuff. Keep going. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Let's go down onto the mat. So I'm bringing the mat in this time. Down we go. And find the cushion. From there, we're drawing in through the middle. Find that centered position. Come into a single tabletop. So come into a double tabletop. Bring the arms up. And we're doing level 3, so reaching out. Now if you can't do double tabletop safely through your spine, then you can do our level 2, where we reach one leg out nice and long along the mat. Reaching out, coming back in. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now the tendency when you're doing HIIT that I found is that because you've been working quite fast, when you come back down onto the mat to do the Pilates section, you tend to go fast as well. So I'm going to try to slow it down. Okay, we've got 4 to go. Coming back in. Breath in. Breath out. Last 2, 1 on each leg. Drawing in through that middle, keep that core centered. Last one. Coming back in, lower those arms, lower the legs one at a time. Come on up into standing for more of our front back backs. Okay, I'm going to kick my back out of the way because it travels a bit too much. So here we go, front, back. So I'm going to take it up into a little jog this time. So you don't need a lot of space to do this one. You can do it nice and tight in any room really. But it's good to keep that fitness going during this lockdown period. You might not want to go outside if it's a bit wet, a bit cold. At least the snow's gone. Keep going. Fast feet. Good stuff. Working on a sweat. Keep hydrated when you're doing these exercises. Going to have to stop for a little drink after the next lot. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Mats back, down we go. Whew. And remember what we were saying, we can tend to rush, so breath in, breath out. Bring the arms up. Let's do the level 2 so you can see what it is. That's where we reach out and back. Come on in, yeah? Or we can do it like a level 2.5. Reach and back. Keeping centered through the middle. So I'm just doing the single tabletop at the moment. Stay nice and still. We do one more with that leg, reaching out backwards. Coming back in, lower down, bring the other leg up, staying centered through this middle. As you reach over with the arms, try and keep the rib cage down. Breath in, breath out as you reach away. Hold for the breath in, fold on the breath out. Okay, 3 to go. Coming back in. Keep working through that core in the middle. Again, with the HIIT, you can tend to sometimes forget that core. Okay? When you're back down on the mats, focus on that middle section of your body. And lower back down. And we're back up. Our final lot of running. Little front, back backs. So here we go. Front, back. So I'm leading with my left on the while, so I'm going to try and have a little switch and lead with the other one in a minute. So I'll do another 2, 1, and then it'll feel alien doing it the other way, but it's good for our balance to be able to work on both sides. You can get very dominant on one foot. Keep going. Nearly there. Here we go for another. 4, 3, 2, last one. And we're there. Mat back in place. Last lot of double leg stretches. Select which level you want to do. You can do level 2, level 1, level 3. I'm going to have a go for the level 3 again, I think. So centering through the middle, drawing through the tummy. Single tabletop. Double tabletop. Bring those arms up. And we're away. Stretching away. Pulling back in. Breath in. Working harder as I reach out. We're away from that centre. We'll tend to want to arch. Coming back in. Really starting to slow it down to the normal speed we'd be doing this exercise now. Thinking about that breathing. Hold for the breath in. Breath out. One more on each leg. Folding back in. Last one. Coming back in. Lower those arms. Control yourself as you lower those legs. And we're up into standing again. Okay, grab a drink if you need to. Water, or I've got a little bit of green tea here. And we're going to do a similar sort of thing. Instead of going forward, forward, back, back, we're going to go out, out, in, in. I think we did this one last week. I quite like this one. It's not as severe as doing star jumps. And for any of you sort of tennis or racket sports players, we've just got our paddle courts. It's like our split jumps that we do. You have to be able to push off from one leg to the other. So I'm doing a little push in here. Oh, now I've gone all funny there. There we go. Back in rhythm again. In, out, out. In, out, out. I think I've changed legs, haven't I? Which is quite good. Didn't think about it. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, folks. So we're going to shoulder bridge this time. So bring those mats back in. Hop yourself down. Gather your breath. No head pillow needed for this one. And normal shoulder bridge to start with. Drawing in through that tummy. Peeling up. And we're wide across the chest. Breath in. Breath out as we gently roll back down. Breath in. Breath out and we're coming up. Hold yourself there. Gently, gently rolling back down. Breath in. So we keep it nice and easy for this first one. Nice and simple. Lifting back up. Breathing in. Breathing back out. We'll do 2 more. You shouldn't be feeling the backs of your legs. It should be a tummy that's driving you up, pulling you up into the, up towards the ceiling. If you're feeling it a little bit through those legs, just bring them in a little bit more. Send the knees away. That way you get more of the bottom and the tummy, not so much the hamstrings. And down we go. Good stuff. Let's come up again. Ready for our second bit of out, out, in, ins. Okay, so out, out, in, out, in. There we go. Out, out, in. Take it as fast or slow as you want to. It's all good aerobic work. You want to be safe when you're doing it though. Pushing out. Going to try and swap legs again. Out, out, in, out, out, in. I don't know if I swap legs there. Out, out, in. No, it's very difficult to swap. I don't know how I did it the first time. It's when I was doing those little pushes off. Keep going. We're nearly there. Let's push. Keep pushing for another 4, 3, 2. And last one. Good step. Down we go. Shoulder bridging. Okay. And relax. Get that breathing under control. Drawing in, lifting up. In that top bridge this time, squeeze through the bottom. You're going to lift one leg up. Lower it down. Other leg. lower down and roll down. If you can't do that, if you haven't got the control through the middle to do that, you can just do lifting one heel up, lift the other heel up. Yeah, that's the slightly easier option. Breathing in, breathing out, pulling up through the tummy, squeeze through your bottom as you stabilise to lift and lower, lift and lower and roll back down. Breath in, breath out, coming up. Onto nice wide shoulders, squeeze through the bottom, lift and down, lift and down, and roll back down. Three to go. Pulling up, lift and lower, lift and lower, rolling back down. Last one. I said three, I don't know whether this is the second, we've got one to go, but we'll call this the last one. Up we come, down we go, rolling back down bit by bit by bit, and let's come up into standing. So, our last lot of out in the ins, okay? So, what you can do as well is you can jump across. So that's another little option that you can do, nice and light on your feet. Or you can go back to the out, in. We'll go back to that one. Keep going. So anything really that gets your legs working, gets you a little bit out of breath. You should be working your breath so that you can still hold a bit of a conversation. Okay, don't go full out after it. Still be in control, still be able to talk. I can just about do that. How we go? Keep going. Because certainly with the HarboroughPilates at home HiTT, we don't want to be really burning it. We want to be taking it nice and steady and safely. Here we go for another 4, 3, 2, last one, and we're there. Down for our final lot of shoulder bridging. Mats in place. Down we go. Whew. And think about posture. Feet are in line with your hips, relaxing through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, sink down through the ribs, drawing through your tummy, and then peel yourself up into that shoulder bridge. And from there, lift and down, lift and down, and roll back down. Whew. Here we go. Slow, slow, lift up. Wide across the shoulders. Picking up. Lowering down. Good. Slowly, slowly down. So when we finish this one, this set of shoulder bridges, we're halfway through our workout. So that's what I used to think about. We're halfway there. Drawing in, going back down, and lowering back down. We're going to do 2 more. Pulling in, slowly, slowly peeling up wide across the tops of those shoulders, yeah? You want to be on wide shoulder blades as you pick up, lower down, and the other one. Lower back down. Necklace stabbing me. Last time. Up we go. Up we go. Down we go. Last one, nice and solid. And lower back down. Good stuff. We have halfway there. Good stuff. Grab a drink. I'm a bit too warm, so Let's get rid of the one there. And we are forward lunging. So, mats out the way. So for our aerobic bit, we're not going so dynamic. We're going to be going forward, drop down and back. Change legs, down and back. So it's all about control, but we're working whole body. Pushing up through the legs, but keeping this core nice and solid as we do it. Down and up, okay? Keep going. Nice and steady rate. Coming forward, down and back up. If you're not good at lunges, if it's not your cup of tea, you could always do squats. Yeah, that's another way to be working the same sort of muscles in a slightly more stable position. We're going to do 1, 2, last one coming up, dipping down, coming up. We favoured that leg once more, so we'll just do one more. Good stuff. And we're down onto the mats. Head pillow not needed, because we're going to do some 4-point work. So if we come down, hands are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. From there, draw in to get a nice straight back. And then we're going to take one leg out, lift it up, tap it down for 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back in. Change over to the other side. Try not to lean, so try and keep this leg going straight up. Don't bring your hips over. From there, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back in. Okay, opposite arm goes out as well this time. So we're reaching out, the leg taps down for 4, 3, 2, 1, come back in. Change to the other side, reaching out, arm goes out as well, Superman. 4, 3, 2, 1, coming back in, drawing up. This time we go out, that leg comes out to the side, arm goes out sideways. Last one, and back in. Same thing the other side, so drawing in through the core, reach out, leg goes sideways, arm goes sideways. Working through that core. Last one. Coming back in, and then finally back to drawing in and tapping for 4, 3, squeeze through that bottom, 2, 1, come back in. Tighten up, same thing the other side, reach back out, squeeze through your bottom to lift up for 4, 3, 2, 1, come back in, have a little stretch back, and we're up for some more lunges. Okay, mat goes out of the way, and here we go, standing up nice and tall. This time we're going to go forward with one leg, and we'll do a little bicep curl, and we're going to go down and up. Down and up. If you're finding it a little bit easy and you wanted to make it a little bit harder, you could always use weights in your hands, yeah, just to do a bit more strengthening work through those arms. So that's an option you can do. Keep going. Don't worry about the fact that you're doing it on one leg, because we're going to change and do the other leg for the last lot. Down we go, coming back up. Good stuff. 3 to go. 2. Last one. Coming back up. Find that mat or the floor. We're down into 4 points again. Okay, so this time we are drawing in through the middle. Bring one leg back with a bent knee. And you're going to drive that heel up towards the ceiling. Little squeezes up. Keep going. 2 more. Coming back down. Let's try over on the other side. Squeezing through the bottom. Squeezing up. Coming back down. Let's go back onto that first leg. So we tight through the middle, and it's that stretch up, 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 up. Coming back down. Other side. Drawing in through the middle, and push, 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 push. 1 more. Coming back down and stretching yourself backwards. Nice deep breath. And we're back up. We're going to lunge on that other leg. Okay, standing up. So I had my right leg forward last time. I'm going to have my left foot forward this side. This is obviously not my favourite. Obviously it would have gone forward first last time. So I'm going to work really hard at concentrating. Down we go. Once you've got into that rhythm, you can bring those arms in. Now we did biceps like this last time. So what you might want to do is to go out to the side. Yeah. But you can do whatever feels good for your shoulders. If you've got a little bit of a shoulder problem, doing the bigger shoulder movements might be a little bit difficult. Okay, so go back to doing the bicep curls or don't do any arms at all. We're drawing in through that tummy, squeezing through the thighs and the bottom to lift up. Down we go, push up. Down we go, push up. Last 2. Last 1. And we're there. Last lock down on the mats. Okay, so we're still in 4-point. Okay, find yourself nice and stable. This time we're going to lift up, but arch through the back as well, into a sort of scorpion, and then bring it underneath. Arch up, bring it underneath. 2 more with that leg. Coming underneath. Last one. Coming underneath and down. Okay, let's change to the other side. So still with that bent knee, push up, lift up through the head as well, sink down through the shoulders, curl up into your cat, stretch the other way, lift up, come back down, lift up, come back down. 2 to go. Underneath we go. Last one. Underneath we go. Coming back. Have a stretch out. Really breathe into the sides and depth of those rib cages. And we're up. Okay, so that was our lunges and our leg pull work, our 4-point work. We're going to do side lunges, okay, and wide squats, and then we're going to do leg pulling prone type work or some different types of 4-point work. So standing up, we're going to go out to the side and lunge, okay, out to the other side and lunge. Okay, so it's a wide squat really, yeah. Down we go and back in. Down we go, back in. And we'll show different variations of this, just to keep us a bit, you know, sort of occupied. Down we go. Give you a whole different lot of exercises you can have a go at doing. And these little 30-second sort of blasts, followed by about a minute of exercise or thereabouts, really good for us. Good for the heart, good for the bones, good for the muscles. Can't go wrong. Down we go. Keep going. We've got another 4, 3, 2, last one. Down we go. Okay, so we're back into a type of 4-point. Bring the mat right the way back so you can see it. So, hands are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips, toes are tucked in. We're keeping a nice straight back, we're drawing in through our tummy, and we're starting off with a little lift up, holding that there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. If this is too much on your arms, go down onto forearms. You can be doing the same sort of thing. Holding it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. It's all about that core strength holding us up there. Right through from the shoulders to the tummy. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we go. We're going to do 2 more. Drawing in, lifting up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down we go. Last one. Drawing in, lifting up. Hover. Bottom doesn't go high. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we lower down. Have a little stretch back. Hop yourself back up. Kick your mat out the way, Alison. And here we go. Side lunges. This time we're going to go for a squat and a reach. Squat and a reach. Squat and a reach. Squat and a reach. So we're still getting that abduction, that outward movement, but we're doing it in what we call an open chain movement. So we've not got the foot against anything. We're controlling it through the middle. We're not bending over too much through that body. We're getting ourselves aligned for balance. Over we go. Down. So although we're doing the more aerobic-y type exercise, because we're using bigger muscles in a bigger range, okay, we're getting a little bit of out of breath, we're raising our heartbeat, we're still having to work Pilates style, if you like, through that core to control. And the more you get that strength there and that control, the easier the cardiovascular bit becomes. You become a more efficient machine. Let's just do 4 more. 3, 2, last one coming up. And I had a bit of a swear on that one, sorry. Last one for those type. Leg pulling prone, prep again. Okay, so in that 4-point position, take the arms a little bit further forward so they're in front of your shoulders, yeah? Not right underneath. From there, tuck your toes in. Your knees are a little bit further back as well. Okay, we're lifting up, and this time stretch over those arms into a plank type position. Draw back and lower down. Breath in, drawing through your tummy, lift up, stretch the legs out, hold that plank type position, come back in and lower down. Okay, toes underneath, drawing in through your tummy, lift up, stretch over, come back and lower down. We don't want our bottom sticking up in the air too much. I noticed the first one of mine was a little bit high. We've got 3 to go. Drawing in, hover up, stretch over, come back, lower down. If you don't like this wrist-wise, go back to doing some forearm support leg lifts, or cat and cow, yeah, drawing in, or even laying on your tummy. Last one we're going, come back in and lower down. So if that one was too tough for you and you want to repeat it, instead you could do something like you're swimming, something a little bit easier on the arms, okay? So I know some of you struggle a little bit with that pressure through your wrists. Okay, this is our last aerobic bit. Yay! So we're side lunging, aren't we? So we'll go for a nice wide stance, and we're going to do wide squats really. Down we go. Coming back up. As we go, let's do some arms. Okay. Now we're going to have a little blast of fast ones, okay? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're going to go for 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then slower ones. 5, 4, 3, 2, keeping that body nice and upright. Last one of the slow ones, then fast ones again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and finally 5 nice slow ones. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, down we go. Coming back up. Well done, folks. You've made it. We've got one last exercise on the mat. So we're going to do one that we don't do that often. We do the leg pulling prone quite a bit, or prep. We don't do the leg pulling super. So this is where you have your arms behind you. Good for the old triceps. Feet are together at the end of the mat. Lift it up through the chest. We're drawing up and we're lifting up that way. Holding that position and then gently lowering back down. So it's that lift through the chest. So feel your chest coming forward, drawing in through the back of your shoulder blades, pulling up through your tummy, and then lowering back down. Okay. Up we come. Lift up through the chest, drawing through the tummy. Up we come, nice and solid. And lower back down. 2 to go. So lift through the chest, drawing through your tummy, squeeze through your bottom. And lower back down. Last one coming up. Breath in, breath out. And we're lifting up. And gently lowering back down. Well done, guys. So that's the main bit of the class. We're going to finish off with some nice big stretches though, yeah? We don't want these thighs, these hamstrings to be aching tomorrow. So, just going to pull my mat back a little bit so you can see me. Grab my stretching rope. And we're going to go back lying down. Okay, bring one foot up towards you. We're going to do a hamstring stretch to start with. So I like to use a strap. Just means that I've not got to strain through my upper body to support the back of that leg. The strap can do it all, so I can lay nice and flat, push that heel away, slide that other leg down, and really feel that length from the heel down to the back of the leg, to the bottom, yeah? You'll feel a little bit of a stretch in your calf as well. Take a deep breath in, breath out, slowly stretch just that little bit more. Relaxing through the upper body. 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back down. Let's go on to the other side. Okay. Give that knee a little bit of a hug in. Stretch out the other leg. You get a nice stretch over the front of the other leg then as well, through the hip joint. Push that leg up towards the ceiling. Stretch that knee out. And enjoy the stretch, okay? If you feel some tightness, it's not pain, that's good pain, yeah? There's good pain, bad pain. Stretching pain is good pain. You want to take that range of movement even to where you can just start to feel it. It's like stretching out an elastic band, yeah? You can feel that stretch there. Hold it. And if you take a nice deep breath in, and you breathe out as you relax out. See if you can get just that little bit more. I got quite a bit that time. 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back down. Whilst we're in this position, we're going to stretch out through the backs of our bottoms, our hips. So I'm going to wrap one foot over the other knee, let the knee drop out to the side. Okay, you'll start to feel it a little bit. Lift that other leg up. Hold behind that leg with your hands. And you have a little sort of transfer the weight towards one side or the other. So I'm leaning towards the side of my bottom that I'm supporting the leg with. So leaning over to my right, I'm stretching the left, and I can feel it there. And as with all stretches, the longer you hold them, the more effective they are. And you don't want to bounce stretches, okay? The body doesn't like being bounced. Not when you're doing this sort of stretch. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down, let's change to the other side. Drop that knee out to the side, drawing through your tummy, lift that leg up, and give it a nice cuddle in. Stretching it away. So I'm going to sneeze for me. Post-exercise sneezes. I think there is an actual thing. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Good stuff. So we've done our bottom and our hamstrings. If you come up, if you can get your feet together in front of you, you can drop your knees out to the side. You can stretch that inner thigh there as well. It's a nice way to stretch the inner thighs. I've got a lot of outward movement, so you might be up here and feeling it in there. That's fine. I've just, the way my hips have developed, I'm blaming my mother. I can go right out. Okay, causes me other problems probably. Deep breath in. Stretch those out. If you bring your knees in towards your forearms, if you rest your forearms on this outside of your knee, pull in really tight. Hold there for 3, 2, 1. And we relax those legs out. Good stuff. So you're getting that stretch there. Final stretch on the mats, we're going to do our quads at the front. So lying down on your tummy, reach down, find your shoe, pull that heel up towards your bottom. If you're not feeling that in the front of your thigh, draw in through your tummy. And by doing that, you're altering your pelvic position where your top of your quads are anchored, and you'll feel the stretch. 3, 2, 1. Gently lower down. Let's change over to the other side. And again, work it to a range where you start to feel a little bit of a stretch. As you get better at your stretches, you'll find that you can go a little bit further. And some days, if you're not even doing any exercise, still do a few stretches. Doesn't take long, but the benefits to your mechanics of your lower limbs, particularly in your back, are so big. A lot of problems are solved just by stretching. 3, 2, 1. Come back down, and we're coming up for our calf stretches, and then we're done. So, I was about to go over to the camera because I do for the normal Pilates, not needed. So 1 foot forward, toe goes down, and then the heel, and we lunge forwards. Okay. Weights on that front leg, that back leg's nice and straight. We're getting a stretch to that back calf. You're also getting a little bit of a stretch to a lower calf muscle in this front leg. 3, 2, 1. Come back up, change over to the other side. So I'm actually just holding the wall there as I go down, just so I can place my foot in the right position. Lunging over. Weights on the front leg. Holding it there. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Have a little shuffle around. Think about posture. Stretch up nice and tall. Breath in. Breath out. Drop the shoulders, drop the head. Rolling forwards. Reach all the way down to the floor. At the bottom, have a nice big deep breath in. Breathe out again. Slowly, slowly come back up, bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. Open out those arms. And again. Last one, down we go. Reaching down to the floor. Big arm stretched out. Gently, gently coming back up. Drop the shoulders down, think posture. Lift yourself out of your hips. Lift up through that upper body, opening out. You don't want to stick the ribs right out. The ribs are in connection straight down from your rib cage to your pelvis. So don't stick them out or curl them under. Yeah, that's what your posture's about. From there, deep breath in. And a breath out. And again, breath in. And a breath out. Well done, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next week and we'll do some more.